Uh-oh, people are talking about Epstein overseas now. Wow. Tonight we're talking about something that should honestly shake a lot of people. Over 3 million pages of Epstein's documents were released. And in Europe, people are losing their titles, their jobs, facing investigations. But here in the United States, the country where Epstein built his empire, the monster, not much has happened. So let's walk through what's going on and why it matters. New revelations from Epstein files takes a toll across Europe. These files expose ties between Epstein and powerful people all across Europe. Politicians, diplomats, royal family members. Now here's the key point. Most of these people are not accused of sexual crimes. They're not being accused of abusing minors. They're facing consequences because they kept friendly relationships with Epstein after he was already a convicted sex offender. That's the part people need to understand. The issue isn't just criminal behavior, it's association, it's judgment, it's privilege, it's access. Prince Andrew, now called Andrew Mountbatten Windsor, had his royal title stripped, not reduced, not quietly reassigned, stripped. He's no longer even referred to as Prince. Why? Because the document dump showed deeper ties than previously admitted, including an allegation that he sent trade reports to Epstein in 2010. Let's be clear, Epstein had already been convicted by then. So this wasn't ignorance. This wasn't, we didn't know. This was continuing contact. Andrew was forced out of his royal residence, and Buckingham Palace said the king would support police if an inquiry happened. That's not small. That's accountability, pressure from within the monarchy. Now, here's where it gets very interesting. It's not just royalty, it's politicians. He's been stripped of ambassador post after emails show closer ties than acknowledged. This is Peter Mandelson in UK politics. A major Labour political figure was appointed as UK ambassador in Washington. The Epstein emails dropped. They showed his relationship with Epstein was closer than he admitted. Then the emails dropped. They showed his relationship with Epstein was closer than he admitted. He lost a job. He's now facing a criminal investigation over whether he shared market-sensitive information with Epstein years ago. And here's the ripple effect. Prime Minister Keir Starmer is now facing political pressure for appointing him. This is what accountability looks like in a parliamentary system. One person's bad judgment doesn't just fall on them, it spreads upward. Norway's Crown Prince Mette Marit exchanged emails with Epstein. He made creepy comments about wife hunting. She replied in ways she now says don't represent who she wants to be. They were sexting. She apologized publicly. She acknowledged embarrassment to the royal family. Again, no criminal charges, but reputational damage and consequences. Now, this is a serious one. Thorbjørn Jagland, former prime minister and former head of the Norwegian Nobel Committee, he had immunity from legal process because of his role in the Council of Europe. That immunity now waived because emails show he planned to visit Epstein's island with his family in 2014. Norwegian authorities opened an investigation into aggravated corruption. That's heavy language. Immunity doesn't protect you if there's possible wrongdoing tied to Epstein. That's the message. Another resignation. Reports say Epstein left $10 million to her children in a will shortly before he died. $10 million. She resigned. An investigation continues. Again, not charged with abuse, but financial entanglements with a convicted predator. That's enough to step down. Former French Minister Lang resigns from Arab World Institute over Epstein ties because alleged past financial links triggered a tax investigation. He resigned before being forced out of the job. Miroslav Lukashka, former foreign minister, resigned over text messages discussing gorgeous girls. He said reading the messages now makes him feel like an idiot. He called it stupid male egos. But here's the thing. When you're messaging like that with a known predator, you're signaling comfort, access. You're signaling that you're a part of that circle, that group. And in Europe, that circle is collapsing. Here's the uncomfortable truth. None of these people were accused of directly abusing minors in this document release. They were toppled for maintaining relationships with Epstein, for benefiting from proximity, for staying in the club, for not walking away when Epstein was exposed. That's the difference. In Europe right now, association with corruption is enough to trigger resignations. In the United States, Epstein operated here. He built his money here, his wealth here, his network here. He had homes. He entertained here. And yet we haven't seen that same wave of resignations at the same level. That's worth asking people about. Let's say something plainly. Epstein thrived because powerful people treated him like an asset. He had money. He had connections. He had access to things powerful men wanted. And that includes friendship with Donald Trump. Let's be clear. And when someone gives you access to power, status, money, or influence, a lot of people look the other way. That's not a poverty issue. That's not a bad neighborhood issue. Predators exist in wealthy circles too. They just wear better suits. They fly private and they hide behind foundations, embassies, royal titles, and diplomatic immunity. Europe is cleaning house, at least publicly. Titles are stripped, ambassadors removed, immunity waived, investigations launched, resignations happening. The question now is simple. Will the United States apply the same standard to its own elite class? Or are we going to pretend this was just a one bad man situation? Because systems don't protect predators by accident. They protect them on purpose. And when those systems start cracking, that's when you find out who was really standing where. If you want more breakdowns like this, clear, simple, no spin, make sure you subscribe. We're trying to get to 10,000 subs. Please and thank you. This story is not over. This story is not even close to being over. So stay tuned.